Welcome back to my really quick soil mix tutorial. Today I'm looking at Calathea, Maranta and Ctenanthe soil mix. They are all from the Marantaceae family, so this soil mix will work for all of these. And I've got 6-year-old Calatheas in this mix, so you know they like it. As usual, I'll be going through each ingredient, why I use it and how much it costs me. The ratios will be put up on the screen, and by the end I will show you how much this cost me altogether and how many litres this soil mix makes if you're using this as 1 litres for 1 ratio. I've had this Ctenanthe for years now, and it is time to pot it up into the next level, so that's what I'm going to be doing as well. Just a very quick summary before we start. Where do these plants live? That's really important to know what soil mix we're going to be using. They come from Central and South America and the West Indies. Their habitat is woodland and forest floors, so very nutrient heavy, nice and damp and dark, but well draining. That leads us on to our base, which I'm going to be using John Innes number 2, and I'm going to have a ratio of 3 in there. This John Innes contains peat, but you don't have to have one that contains peat for that bit of moisture retention. It's also slightly on the acidic side, which is what these plants like. Because it is peat based, you run the risk of it going stodgy, so we're going to add some things to aerate the soil, such as this chunky bark with a ratio of 1, and then some perlite, so it's a bit finer and allows water to pass through the soil. Because these plants like it moist, there is a higher chance that bacteria will be present in the soil. We do want bacteria, but not the Awinia kind that love water and damp soil, so we're going to add some activated charcoal and then some worm castings for nutrition, just like they would have in their natural habitat. We're also going to add some chunky leccerin to mimic more like rocks and other things in terrain that they might have, and some vermiculite. This is because we want that moisture retention, but we don't want it going stodgy and stagnant and sitting in pools of water. So that's just there added in just to keep that soil as moist as possible. And then I'm just going to mix it all up. Calatheas seem to be particularly prone to corms rotting, so we really want to make sure that it's not going to sit in stagnant water. There's going to be a lot of air and drainage in there. Always use a nursery plot with holes at the bottom. Always, please don't just put it straight into a decorative pot. Use a plastic pot and then a decorative pot over the outside to hide the plastic pot. Then take it out the cache pot when you want to water it so that the water can run off and drain properly. When I do water Calatheas in particular, I like to add feed. I like to always add feed to Calatheas because they're so prone to pests and diseases. They need to strengthen their cell walls, and by feeding them, they have higher pest resistance and higher disease resistance. So that's another tip for you. Add it into your watering schedule. So let's take a look and see how much this all cost me. So it's cost me a total of £6.03, which makes 6.5 litres. And the cost per litre is 93 pence. It is a bit on the pricier side compared to our usual soil mixes, but it is significantly cheaper than, buying a pre-made mix. And if you've got the space to store the different ingredients, this is absolutely the way to go. You can really customize it. You've got all the worm castings, all the nutrition in there, that it's just too expensive to add to commercial mixtures. And like I said earlier, all my Calatheas and Marantaceae plants that are in this soil mix have lived for years and years. The ones that I haven't repotted, that I didn't repot out their nursery soil mix, never made it this far. So it's a real testament to try using your own soil mix. After all of that, remember to water your plant in. One of the most important steps of your potting process, watering it in at the end. And if you enjoyed this, be sure to check out my other soil videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.